1528. That's just a little above half an inch, right? If it's like half, then yeah, that seems about right. So we're halfway through this chapter, and it's already over. Well, that's underwhelming, but I guess we'll roll with it, I guess. Hey there, people of the internet world, it's Kibatu, and welcome back to more Let's Play Valkyrie Profile. So, with the Cave of Oblivion done... the cave. Oh man, the cave. But yes, with the Cave of Oblivion out of the way, we are finished with this chapter. We're really done with this place. I'm really surprised this chapter was really not all that grand, actually. A lot of there was only 2 characters, and there was only like 2 to 3 dungeons. So, that's kind of mediocre, I guess. But this does mean that this whole chapter itself was probably just going to be the sacred phase, and that's it. But before we do that, I feel like an idiot for forgetting this, but remember how I said that going back to certain towns will get you certain items from characters when they die? We never went back to Highland to get Nanami's. And I feel really bad for that because Nanami's item is actually really, really good for this early in the stage. Especially if you don't want to use Ether Scepters, if you get them this early. Yeah, as if you actually get them this early. So if we go back to the Pleiades Shrine, we see Nanami's, I guess the girl that Nanami was replaced with. I don't know if the ghost actually took possession of Nanami's body or something like that. That's actually pretty grim if you think about that. But if we talk to her, we get a little gift from her. It actually is. It is nice, I will say, that I guess it's nice that Nanami went and helped Manayu back to where she's supposed to be, so that she can be the proper bloodline to accept the whole the ritual ceremony. I guess we'll call that the ceremony thing, or whatever. It still just irks me a bit that it had to happen that way. Like, couldn't there have been just some other way? Just some other way to make things better and not just, take one life and then replace it with another. I'm rambling here, I guess. Oh well. Alright, well, with that said, we got ourselves the Dragonbane. Which, yeah, with an item like that, or an item named like that, you'd think it'd actually be a sword of some kind, which, yeah, it is actually. But it's a sword that's used by magicians. And I always said how useful this item is. This item here has 200. This item has 600. Oh yeah. Magic attacks are pretty nice, I will say. They're going to be very nice once we actually get started on using them. I just feel bad that we didn't get this until much later. I feel angry about that. I really, really do. What can you do, I guess? Alright, just double checking some things here. Yeah. Okay. So, wait, who was I about to send? Javanda? No, I think I was gonna send Nanami, actually. Yeah, I think I was gonna send Nanami. Yeah, because she's the one that has Find Trap and such, and that's what they need, is Survival and Find Trap. Which they also need an Archer for, but, not really much special. Alright, well, while I'm thinking about this, now's a good time to show this here. We see that Nanami needs a couple more levels, but we have no more dungeons to explore, and yeah, she needs like 20, 40, 70, 100 more CP to actually, capacity points, to actually do a thing. But she only needs 307 more EXP! Bugger! Well, this is where all that EXP you earned in the dungeons helps us out. All the EXP that we earn comes to the EXP orb, which I think I've actually shown this once before, maybe. But all the XP orb, you just go down to a number, go down to a name. Let's go to Anonymity here. Actually, I'll mention one more thing. If you are going to be leveling up somebody, it's best to have them equip the Emerald Necklace, just so they'll have 100 more CP to use, just in case. Anyway, but using the XP orb here, we go to Nanami, who's going to level up here. We give her 307 EXP, because that's all she needs. Now we try to exit, divide, restart, or cancel. Restart means you just bring it back, and then you can just do it again, or whatever. But if you just divide it, that means the EXP is divided towards the people that you gave EXP to. So, say you want to give Nanami 307 for her level up, and then give, let's say Belinus 2000 EXP to have him get started or whatever. Which, yeah, you could do that. But for the sake of, you know, keeping like the princess necklaces useful and such, yeah, I just suggest just leveling up one person at a time, just so that you won't be confused as to which experience goes to where and whatever. But anyway, we divide it, and it goes up to level 7. Now you saw there, hero value already went up 2 points, so even if they don't really have that high of hero value, if they have a high enough level, they can get some pretty good hero value in us anyway. So there you go. Now we go back to Nanami because she gained several CP to raise this, and what do I want to give her after that? Why don't we give her something like Tactics, Hear Noise, and why don't we do something like Fight? Fight's kind of a general good one to go to when you want to like raise your attack, strength, agility, whatever. It raises everything, all of it by just a little bit, enough to get you by. Did I raise that for anybody else actually? Yes, I did. Okay, I was smart. All right. Now, as usual, though, we want to get rid of every single item that she has and give her the basic of the basics. So that, and that, and nothing else. Now, as I said before as well, you can give her something of these in here to kind of raise her everything else, which they have like teaching demons, teaching like this and that, whatever. But I don't think she really needs anything because she already has pretty good hero value to get her by. So let's go ahead and send Nanami straight up. Farewell. Alright. Actually, what's my, what's everyone else looking like? Yeah, everything's alright. Okay. Alright, so now that Yolanda is our only mage again, well, actually, you have Yume. Yume. I'll stick with Yolanda for now, just so we'll have somebody like her. Alright, so give her the best. Check here. Good, good. Now you get the magic bangle, and I guess we'll give you the emerald necklace. I guess you have a couple of things we can level up as well here. Just level up a couple of things. I mean, yeah, we do want to give you guts as well, which is useful, like I said. All right. But with that said, I think we are done here for now. So I'm actually going to go ahead and make a save now. Because I kind of want to have myself prepared for something, just in case. But, yeah, that is all of Chapter 3 finished. Nothing else left for us, so... Whoops. Well, I guess you get to see this one more time, just to make absolutely sure you guys know that I don't have anything else to do. I'm a derp. I'm sorry, guys. This has already been too long a video, and we haven't done anything yet, so bleh. Alright. Now, that said, let's go ahead and raise our periods up. That could have been worded right. That could have been worded better. My apologies. Alright, so with that, I think we're done here, so let's go ahead and end this. And head straight from Chapter 3 to Chapter 4.
It has been a long time, Lenneth. Our current situation is as follows.
So we sent Nanami out there to help out with the ace here, but I wonder how much she'll be able to help, considering she wasn't really an archer. But she has high hero value, and she can find traps, and she has survival, so I think she'll be just fine. Cool stuff!
Our current situation is... we are firmly in control.
Heck yeah! We're in control! We're in control! We're in control!
Do you wish to know the status of our Anheriar?
Yes, statuses. Alright, so we have Lillian, Nanami, and June. So, like before, I'm going to go ahead and put on a number stamp somewhere to tell you guys when to skip if you don't care about knowing about the Anherion or whatever, and I'll see you guys there. As for everyone else here that wants to stick around and wants to watch, then I guess we'll just start with Lillian.
You wish to know his status?
Or Llewellyn, I should say. Llewellyn. Alright, so let's see here. He actually been doing pretty good, actually. So let's see what he's been up to. Work seriously on trivial matters. Alright. That seems like a weird thing to really, you know, point out, but I guess that's alright. Oh, Llewellyn. Yeah, Llewellyn. I got it right first time. Okay. Alright, so in his platoon, he also stopped the fortress construction. Let's see what that's all about. So let's see. Stop construction of the fortress. Delksrue. That's a mouthful, jeez. Alright, so Delksrue. The enemy is building a fort on Delksrue Hill between Valhalla and Jotunheim. What the crap? They've been all small! Alright. I'm pretty sure that's Delksrue. I'm pretty sure that is. Vidar looks like a pretty boy. I'm just saying. The first platoon sets out for Delksrue Hill to prevent construction of the fort. That's really hard to say, like, really casually. You have to know what the word is and see what it is, and that's a bad word.
Do you wish to know the status of our Anheriar?
Alright, so now that's Llewellyn. Now we're going to order that we sent the Anheriar up, so let's go straight to June.
You wish to know his status?
I already missed June, honestly, but oh wow. -5? Wait. That's interesting. Alright, well he was deep in the Mirage, so let's see what that's about, huh? Atabata Desert. See, you could say that more casually than anything else, so that's kind of interesting, at least. It's been discovered that the Vanir have established a base in the Bata base. They have been disguising it thus far without artifact artificially created Mirage. The base cannot be allowed to remain. Thor has decided to deploy the second platoon. That actually wasn't that much to read. What, really? That's it? That was... Really? Why? Whatever. Alright. I'm curious what this is about. I think this is Ire? Wounded in the line of duty, June is administered to by either Ire or Ear at the base. Fortunately, the wound was not grievous, and Ire, I'm gonna guess Ire, is optimistic about recovery. Huh. Isn't beauty preferred to ugliness? That's a very, what is it, materialistic thing to say about somebody. I don't feel great. Oh, great. I'll learn to not be a derp one day. It's with June, too, with the exploits and whatever. This is... Oh my god. I'll learn to not be a derp one day. Oh well. Okay. Now get me out of here.
Do you wish to know the status of our Einherjar?
And let's see what Nanami's up to.
You wish to know her status?
So Nanami here, let's see here. Order a special mission, only +2, which is interesting. Let's see what that is. That was very cute, I guess. Alright. Alright, well, for her being in Platoon 3, she was charged to recapture a Fort Sartori. Satori has a fort? Satori has a fort? What? I'm kind of confused by this. Alright, so let's see. Fort Sartori. It's Sartori, not Satori. So, sadly, no Toho here. Narrow rivers and tiny islands mark the Sartori regions of Asgard. Here lies one of Aesir's forts. It controls the north region and is held by Tyr, a god of great power and authority. It is vital to the Aesir. The fort has been attacked and occupied by the Vanir. The Lord Tyr is still alive, but he has been badly beaten and thrown into the dungeon. Oh dear.
Our base in the Sartori region has been occupied by enemy forces.
Did she say sorry, Tori? There's no I in there. What? It's like one of those words that doesn't has like known, decay is silent, but there's no I in there. So why do you pronounce it with the I? It's almost like saying Colonel with not the R. That's
Hurry and liberate the base. Also free Tyr, who has been taken prisoner. We have received reports that the enemy has laid many traps in the fortress. You must be careful to avoid these traps.
And that's why Nanami was sent with Maximum Fine Trap. So, yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense. Interesting. Alright, well that's Nanami for you. So, awesome.
Do you wish to know the status of our Einherjar?
Well, that wasn't really all that special, I guess. But, you take what you get.
You wish to know her status?
God freaking A. I'll learn to stop doing this.
Do you wish to
I'll learn to stop confusing the X button with the freaking... Ah!
Lenneth, about your performance. You are doing well. Please continue as you have been.
Ooh, that's actually not the best one that I can possibly get. I guess her hero value wasn't as high as it could have been. Maybe it was if it was in the hundreds, I guess. But I guess we'll just accept that. Well, it depends on what we get, I guess. So let's see what we get.
These are all the materialized points I can grant you at this time. The Lord Odin is pleased with you. He bids me give you these artifacts.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that's not bad then. We actually got almost all the... Actually, we did get all the items. Cool. Cool stuff. Alright, so let's see here. Icicle Edge, Firestorm, Darkness Arrow, Effect Sorcery. That's a nice one to have. Auto Item, Fang Fen. Wow. Holy Grail, and the 10-Horn Blade. Okay, so this is one of the times, as I said, I don't think I've said it before, but this is one of the times where you can actually get different items from different chapters. A 10-Horn Blade is actually one of those items there. And if you actually look it up, you can actually take a look and actually find out that there's more choices, I guess, you can have. You can either have, like, let's see, the Radiant Sword, the Heart Piercer, the Ignite Sword, the Acceptor Rod, or the Crescent Arrow. If I had to really pick between one of these items, I would have really liked to have the Radiant Sword. But that's my personal opinion. It's only because we won't really have an item that's good with ice yet. And that would have been a really nice item to have. But again, that's just personal preference, so,
Lenneth, I have a request to make of you. We must send an emissary to those troublesome light elves. Can you send an Einherjar who is as skilled at negotiating as they are? We need a warrior skilled in battle tactics. We need an Einherjar wise in the lore of demons. We need an Einherjar who can gather intelligence.
Alright, so before I end this one here, we have a hero value necessary of 80, so that's kind of a high one there. But we also need Negotiator, Trick, Demon Intelligence, and Hear Noise. Now, the Negotiator part, that's a bit more of a tricky one, as in, nobody has that as an actual skill, or as a trait, but there is an item that actually helps you become more of a Negotiator. And I suppose if you really wanted to, you can probably equip 2 of them, but I guess that's really pointless to do that. I guess. But whatever. But yes, you can only get Negotiator from a certain item in the Divine Item Shop, I guess. So, yeah, it's kind of unfortunate they had to put it like that, but again, there's no one really has Negotiator as a trait. So, again, that's just, it's just really personal preference, I guess, who you send up at this point in time. If anything, probably a backup mage, or, as I said, I'll probably send Belinus up, just so he'll have a chance to go. Because I'm not going to use him in this thing, just because there's so many other good people that we can use. But yeah, that's all it is.
Very well. Good fortune. I know that you can do it.
I know we can do it too. I know we can do it too. Thus, we enter Chapter 4. Now, this chapter is very important for our journey. Chapter 4 here has several things that we need to do. We have several options from here on, and we have plenty of things to cover once we actually get started. Trust me, we're going to cover a lot of things. And yeah, it's gonna be one of those chapters you're not gonna want to forget for a while. So I hope you guys will join me there, because Chapter 4, this is gonna be really, really fun. So with that said, this is Gibatu, and until we enter Chapter 4, goodbye to you. Laters!